customers.
Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express sa service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome, good morning, welcome to the digital world. And today is March 28. Today is also the birthday of beloved President Duterte, of the Philippines. I'm now here in the Philippines, and let's welcome also my partner from Malaysia. Let's welcome Brother Fakhir. Brother. Assalamualaikum, brother.
Waalaikumsalam, Mr. Abaya.
Yeah.
Already 28 March 28 today.
Yes. Very the time is very fast.
Yeah. And next month we have a special because Ramadan.
Yes.
On April.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how about your preparation now in Philippines?
Now, as usual, because last year is also pandemic during the Ramadan, no? So they know already how to prepare it, and there's a prohibition to go to the mosque, so there's no religious gathering, simple gathering. Yeah. That's it. So it's not a usual traditional Ramadan, but still we can celebrate it. We can do it.
Yeah. I think this year will we become a famous even in always in Ramadan we have we call it a bazaar, a shopping, a street market around after working hour. We go there to buy the food for I think now I think it will be a new normal. I think many people or Muslim, I think they are order online. Because I think in Malaysia, in Philippines, we already have a good in terms of this delivery, even in halal. I think on my preparation now, I think we will open up the kitchen. It's a kitchen, halal kitchen, and then we do 100% delivery on this to have in the afternoon and also in the early morning. We try to focus. Yes. I think these are our project. Hopefully we can help people. I think not only for Muslim but everybody want to order this food from our services. Yes. Okay. So today I think we want to try to discuss about issue on raw material. I think these are what the best part of the halal, because when we want to certified by this halal, I think of course it relates to the raw material. Of course, every single material, every part of material that using for this meant for this, you have to check even this halal or not, and then. It's because I think it's by two category. I think one is a natural or from the fruits, vegetable, and then also from the it's a critical one is from the animal, chicken, lamb, everything need to go in the right to do the slaughter process. Then what we want to talk is more to focus in the food tech. Now I think food tech is a good industry now, and then when we say that food tech is relate to the many kind of product that are now using famous in many industry. I think mostly the main is like a bakery, a cake house, and then many using for others product also. I mean others product that I think for dieting product, that's all using this food technology. So I think to be in a early stage that I will show and we share this video, and then I think this video is in terms of the using of this pig material. I think right now is they have an industry. When we go to the halal industry, we have to know now what is the in our surrounding, what is the halal and non-halal material that, of course, in haram product is made by the pig item. Is contain this also the animal without any proper slaughtering process. So without I think I share this video first. Okay.
Hello, I would like to start my talk with actually two questions. And the first one is, how many people here actually eat pig meat? Please raise your hand. Oh, that's a lot. And how many people have actually seen a live pig producing this meat in the last year? In the Netherlands, where I come from, you actually never see a pig, which is really strange, because on a population of 16 million people, we have 12 million pigs. And, well, of course, the Dutch can't eat all these pigs. They eat about 1/3, and the rest is exported to all kinds of countries in Europe and the rest of the world. A lot goes to the UK, Germany. And what I was curious about, because historically the whole pig would be used up until the last bit, so nothing would be wasted. And I was curious to find out if this was actually still the case. And I spent about 3 years researching, and I followed this one pig with number 05049 all the way up until the end, to what products it's made of. And in these years, I met all kinds of people, like, for instance, farmers and butchers, which seems logical. But I also met aluminium mold makers, ammunition producers, and, well, all kinds of people. And what was striking to me is that the farmers actually had no clue of what was made of their pigs. But the consumers, as in us, had also no idea of the pigs being in all these products. So what I did is I took all this research and I made it into well, basically it's a product catalog of this one pig, and it carries a duplicate of its ear tag on the back. And it consists of 7 chapters. The chapters are skin, bones, meat, internal organs, blood, fat, and miscellaneous. In total, they weigh 103.7 kilograms. And to show you how often you actually meet parts of this pig in a regular day, I want to show you some images of the book. You probably start the day with a shower. So in soap, fatty acids made from boiling pork bone fat are used as a hardening agent, but also for giving it a pearl-like effect. Then if you look around you in the bathroom, you see lots more products like shampoo, conditioner, anti-wrinkle cream, body lotion, but also toothpaste. Then, so before breakfast, you've already met the pig so many times. Then at breakfast, the pig that I followed, the hairs of the pigs, or proteins from the hairs of the pig, were used as an improver of dough. Well, that's what the producer says, it's improving the dough, of course. In low-fat butter, or actually in many low-fat products, when you take the fat out, you actually take the taste and the texture out. So what they do is they put gelatin back in order to retain the texture. Well, Well, when you're off to work, under the road or under the buildings that you see, there might very well be cellular concrete, which is a very light kind of concrete that's actually got proteins from bones inside, and it's also fully reusable. In the train brakes, at least in the German train brakes, there's this part of the brake that's made of bone ash. And in cheesecake and all kinds of desserts like chocolate mousse, tiramisu, vanilla pudding, everything that's cooled in the supermarket, there's gelatin to make it look good. Fine bone china, this is a real classic because the bone in the fine bone china gives it its translucency and also its strength in order to make these really fine shapes like this deer. In interior decorating, the pig's actually quite there. It's used in paint for the texture, but also for the glossiness. In sandpaper, bone glue is actually the glue between the sand and the paper. And then in paintbrushes, hairs are used because apparently they're very suitable for making paintbrushes because of their hard-wearing nature. I was not planning on showing you any meat because, of course, half the book's meat, and you probably all know what meats they are. But I didn't want you to miss out on this one because this, well, it's called portion-controlled meat cut. And this is actually sold in the frozen area of the supermarket. And what it is, it's actually steak. So this is sold as cow. But what happens when you slaughter a cow, at least in the industrial factory farming, they have all these little bits of steak left that they can't actually sell as steak. So what they do is they glue them all together with fibrin from pig blood into this really large sausage, then freeze the sausage, cut it in little slices and sell those as steak again. And this also actually happens with tuna and scallops. So with the steak, you might drink a beer. In the brewing process, there's lots of cloudy elements in the beer. So to get rid of these cloudy elements, what some companies do is they pour the beer through a sort of gelatin sieve in order to get rid of those cloudiness. This actually also goes for wine as well as fruit juice. There's actually a company in Greece that produces these cigarettes that actually contain hemoglobin from pigs in the filter. And according to them, this creates an artificial lung in the filter. So this is actually a healthier cigarette. Injectable collagen, or since the 70s, collagen from pigs has been used for injecting into wrinkles. And the reason for this is that pigs are actually quite close to human beings, so the collagen is as well. Well, this must be the strangest thing I found. This is a bullet coming from a very large ammunition company in the United States. And while I was making the book, I contacted all the producers of products because I wanted them to send me the real samples and the real specimens. So I sent this company an email saying, "Hello, I'm Christine, I'm doing this research, and can you send me a bullet?" And, well, I didn't expect them to even answer my email, but they answered, and they said, "Well, thank you for your email, what an interesting story. Are you in any way related to the Dutch government?" I thought that was really weird, as if the Dutch government sends emails to anyone. So the most beautiful thing I found, at least what I think is the most beautiful in the book, is this heart valve. It's actually a very low-tech and very high-tech product at the same time. The low-tech bit is that it's literally a pig's heart valve mounted in the high-tech bit, which is a memory metal casing. And what happens is this can be implanted into a human heart without open heart surgery. And once it's in the right spot, they remove the outer shell, and the heart valves, well, it gets this shape. And at that moment, it starts beating instantly. It's really sort of a magical moment. So this is actually a Dutch company. So I called them up and I asked, "Can I borrow a heart valve from you?" And the makers of this thing were really enthusiastic. So they were like, "Okay, we'll put it in a jar for you with formalin, or you can borrow it," and great. And then I didn't hear from them for weeks. So I called and I asked, what's going on with the heart valve? And then they said, "Well, the director of the company decided not to borrow you this heart valve because he doesn't want his product to be associated with pigs." Well, the last product from the book that I'm showing you is renewable energy, actually to show that my first question, if pigs are still used up until the last bit, was still true. Well, it is, because everything that can't be used for anything else is made into a fuel that can be used as a renewable energy source. In total, I found 185 products. And well, what this showed me is that, well, firstly, it's at least to say odd that we don't treat these pigs as absolute kings and queens. And the second is that we actually don't have a clue of what all these products that surround us are made of. And you might think I'm very fond of pigs, but actually, well, I am a little bit, but I'm more fond of raw materials in general. And I think that in order to take better care of what's behind our products, so the livestock, the crops, the plants, the non-renewable materials, but also the people that produce these products, the first step would actually be to know that they're there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice. Sounds brother. Yeah,
Sounds hello. Okay.
yeah. That's okay.
I think okay. It's a 2010 video, but the first that I watched this video, I want to understand what is the raw material or any product that produced by this pig. So it's a very incredible, but they have a lot of product that using. It's about 185 what is declared in this show in the video. But I think this similar to what we want to talk today is talking about raw material and the food technology. But in this video, of course, they are more focused. Is in total what is using using for this like a train brake, is a pen, sandpaper, everything. But what we want to focus is for the food. Example that is talking about the brake for the brake using the hair of a pig. That's what and also the low fat butter that is using a gelatin. So I think I still remember on my first trip to Japan, or I think because I'm studying there, it's about 1998. When I go to the shopping to the 7-Eleven, the first I want to buy the bread inside the convenience store. And then I think this bread is a normal because we think we can, as a Muslim, we can eat. But we don't know what, that time we don't know what is the specific raw material using. And then my senior told me it's not all the bread we can eat for Muslim in the 7-Eleven because they are contain animal base and also the shortening. I still remember the word of shortening because when the product or the bread using this, we cannot eat for this. And then, but it's a similar one with you because when we worry about this, because many product right now, but I show in the video has a made from this kind of pig, the resources. So I think this is what I would. It's of course it's a normal, but for Muslim, I think this. I still remember in Malaysia also last time we are also issue on the paintbrush because using the animal, I mean the pig base. But I think when I go to this hardware shop, they are mentioned in the that ranking or the product of paintbrush. This is halal and this is non-halal. Even this a paintbrush, not so that's why I think they are concerned about Muslim. Then they put the notice to the Muslim. These are made by the pig hair everything. So today I think I understand what is a difficult thing to develop this halal entrepreneur, even in Sabah and also in Philippines. One thing is talking about when we're talking about raw material. Is of course in Malaysia also, even in Sabah.
Actually,
even,
they have question.
What? Okay.
Actually, they have question in the Philippines. Famous question: why are they using the pig raw materials?
Why? Yeah. Sorry again. Sorry, Mr. Ismail.
Why
your question?
they are they are using pig materials as raw materials.
Okay, yeah. So I think this are quite. I think of course, in Sabah, I think not only I think from the produce from our local. Of course, Sabah is quite far from the central, from the Kuala Lumpur. The product I think among the so in our side here also we are even we have a raw material which are halal, but sometimes we difficult to find this food tech. Example, we focus today is like a bakery because I have done one of my customer or my client right now want to apply the halal certification for their industry bakery. So what they have to resource many area to find the like if you were in the bakery, like example improver, of course the gelatin, the shortening, the softener, and also others raw material that we can say that these are halal because they are imported from many countries also from China, from Taiwan, others countries. That one they are not come with a halal certification. So that's why these are quite difficult to me also to identify. But we have to resource in the central like Kuala Lumpur, their supplier, even they have not. Even this I think quite difficult. Even we are have many halal product, but certain thing we cannot find all. I mean the raw still not have I mean a halal logo everything. So this in Malaysia, what happened in Malaysia and Sabah, but I think it's a maybe I think it's a very for me more critical in your side. I think in Philippines because even how about your sugar salt already have a halal certified by your local authority bodies, example a floor.
Uh, Actually, we're still gathering raw materials that is halal certified. Most of them they're using natural, organic. For them, it's a raw mat now. They don't focus really so much on the raw mat, except the processed food. And one thing I want to ask Brother Al-Fakir, in Malaysia, because in the Philippines there are lots of bogus halal logo or certified. What
Yeah,
is the penalty in Malaysia of using because you have Jakim, so
yeah.
it's only one certifier to one controlling body. Assuming
Yeah,
they find establishment or product or producing
yeah.
product that uses fake Jakim logo. It's not actually certified. They just use the logo claiming to be halal certified or mislabeling. What is the penalty in Malaysia? Because Malaysia is a Muslim country. Unlike in the Philippines, there's no
Yeah.
penalty. In the Philippines, there's no penalty. So what is the
Yeah.
penalty of using fake logo?
Okay, before that, I just to declare that in Malaysia, when you it's a not I mean for the food industry, it's a not mandatory to get halal. It's a like a
Yes,
volunteer. Even
yes.
me, I want to produce. I don't. I mean, required to get the halal product. It's a not. But when you enter or you submit your form to get this halal certificate, that you have our, like example, our company have a strong requirement of how what you say the penalty about that. Even not for the Jakim, even for our health ministry, when we submit the registration form to them, that's mean we have many penalty that we if we not follow the requirement. But they start from the volunteer. But when you submit your application form to get this number one is from ministry, our ministry, health ministry. We call it a mesti, and then we want to get halal. Then your question, yes, I think we are when not follow the example using other material and the material is not halal or no halal logo is it's a penalty, of course, if they will charge based on the issue, and then of course there are many to suspend your certificate. I mean your halal certificate. They will stop even after you settle, have a solution or submit the countermeasure of this problem. Then you can apply back or get back your halal certification. This is a penalty. That they have some charges when you do you are not follow. But when I look in this issue on raw material, of course, in the early stage, when we submit to the example the Jakim, our Islamic bodies to get this halal, when we declare the raw material that we are using based on the brand and they have a halal logo, then we submit also the how long that the expired date for this halal certificate for each product, that we have to follow to continue to only get this raw material from this brand. When we change the raw material, number one, it will be I think it's will be a penalty also, and then change to the without halal logo, it will be a big issue. I mean, from the one example, this have a halal logo, submit and declare already to the Jakim. Then in the meanwhile, I mean, after maybe 3 or 2 months after that, after you get the halal logo, then you change your supplier. Change the supplier without this, that become an issue. Of course, in
Mm.
the
So really,
yes,
you have to inform them every details, even
yeah,
changing the supplier.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
It's a very detailed. I think when I need, of course, in example in the bakery industry, they have a lot of uh, a list of
Mm.
ingredients, and sometimes they have 2 or 3 suppliers.
Yes.
We allow that because at least industry, at least we know that we for the safety, at least they have 3 suppliers. We don't know,
Okay.
but of course for the raw material, even the fresh chicken, the chicken, I mean they have 2 or 3 suppliers which are halal logo, and for the others also. Then I think this uh, everywhere, and then it's a I think follow this requirement. I think so.
Yeah.
But when I still remember when we start the halal kitchen in Japan. Also, this is the same issue when we want to identify this halal product from the halal mart. We have a halal mart. That time is a Pakistan. But the halal logo sometimes is not authorized by our Jakim. Then this become an issue also. Even have a halal logo, but it's not listed in the authorized body that certified by our Jakim. This will become issue also. In Japan, only 3.
Mm.
And only 3. If you're made in Japan, with a halal logo, only 3 over than more than 10 or bodies. They have only 3 certified by Jakim. Then we just only can get the product from these 3 halal body in Japan. Then yeah, it's when we talk. But I think to develop this, to start in your country, of course, when you said now you have a gathering all the product and you also find other resources from Malaysia, from Indonesia. This I think is quite good to start
I
to
think, brother,
have
I need a
mm,
copy from Malaysia that is halal certified, instant copy. That will be a fast-moving product
instant
to
coffee.
start in the Philippines, brother.
Yeah.
Because Filipino loves coffee. Coffee, the ready to drink, instant, not
Yeah.
the coffee. Yeah.
Instant.
Uh,
Yeah, China also. China also is love their coffee. Even last time when I go
yes.
the China Expo, they have normally people drink the tea, tea. I think
Okay.
Chinese they love a tea. Then
Yes, yes.
the revolution train they love for the because they are become rich something like they have spending more money, but they want like a new routine. They need some others. They have love coffee. That's why our product from Malaysia coffee very famous in China last time. I think in
Yeah, we need
2017 when
that,
I go
brother.
to
Maybe we can start
yeah.
from coffee
Okay, we have
because
coffee.
it's not the expiration is 2 years, di ba?
Yeah.
Not hard to sell and it's easy to store, safe because it's not
Yeah.
perishable. It's a year or two before
Yeah.
it can be expired. And I think
Mm-hmm.
in the Philippines we have Indonesian coffee, very famous the Kopi ko. Very Kopi ko.
Kopiko. Yeah.
Yes.
I
And
also
also
drink Kopiko in Malaysia.
another is a energy drink or juice drink.
Juice. Mm-hmm.
It's also important the one with sellable juice.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can start coffee, tea, ano ba, I think maybe also some condiments,
Condiment.
soy sauce, what you call that, chili sauce, chili paste. Soy sauce will be a good one. Coffee,
Mm-hmm.
sugar. It can be sugar also. I think, but sugar highly regulated to export, to import. But coffee is
Yeah,
good.
under control. Sugar is under control by our government. It's not
Yeah,
easy
yeah, yeah.
to
So we can do that.
have many
Coffee, tea,
oil
maybe
also.
tea. Coffee,
Tea,
tea.
eh? Mm-hmm.
Oil.
Tea we
Your
have.
oil is regulated, highly regulated. The palm oil. I think palm
Yeah.
oil. You have halal palm oil. No?
Yeah, we have many palm oil industry in
Yes,
Sabah.
that's
For
uh,
tea, we have in my list. We have Sabah tea. It's a very
oh
famous in
yeah, yeah.
Sabah.
That will be
It's a
good.
very famous.
So
When you come here, I will show you. We can go to the farm.
coffee, sabati,
Yeah,
oil,
yeah,
soy
Sabah
sauce.
tea.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Yeah. That will be
yeah.
a fast-moving
So it's
product,
a good.
brother. And also, what do you call that? Anything that you can use in the kitchen, that will be sellable, I think. Even, what do you
Mm-hmm.
call that?
Kitchen.
Even the Ajinomoto from Malaysia, it's halal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because in the Philippines, the
Ajinomoto
Ajinomoto
is the
is
one.
not yet certified.
Yeah,
We have
I think
Ajinomoto here, but not
Ajinomoto
certified.
not certified halal. Don't have. So far no halal
No.
logo there. Oh,
Yeah, but in Malaysia, I saw Ajinomoto that is halal. Came from plant-based.
yeah, plant
Oh,
based.
yeah, yeah. Because Filipino loves to put seasoning in their food.
Mm.
Umami. So we can start that, brother. Coffee priority. That's a very
Yeah,
oil priority also. The palm oil.
yeah, sugar,
It's a fast-moving
palm oil.
product. You can store
Yeah.
it much longer, and it's
Mm.
sellable, brother. Because right
Yeah.
now we don't have coffee that is commercially selling as halal. And
Mm.
right now we have a online mall. We can sell that. The oil also we
Mm-hmm.
don't have. Although we have lots of halal certificate, but Filipino loves imported goods. That's the good thing about Filipino. They want
Mm-hmm.
imported product because
Yeah.
normally the imported one is much affordable than a local produce.
Yeah.
Like
How about
chicken,
the
they
chicken? Mm.
yes, the imported chicken and beef are much lower priced compared to the local
Mm-hmm.
produce because
Mm.
we produce chicken on a small volume. That's why it's very high because the cost of operation is high. We don't have volume produce of beef. That's why it came from Argentina, Brazil,
Mm.
and New Zealand. We don't have
Yeah.
any dairy product. That's why it came from New Zealand.
New Zealand. Dairy
Yeah.
product mostly New Zealand. Yes. How about
Uh,
the frozen like nugget, burger? I mean other thing like a
What's
frozen
frozen?
product.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can see many
The,
also in halal
actually,
Philippines. They
we
are
have one frozen product coming from Malaysia is halmek. Halmek, you know halmek. Yeah, they have here. But the problem in the frozen meat product, it's they need ano some there's a lot of permit because it's a meat. Eh. Unlike in other product, it's easy
easy.
processed product na not meat because even in Singapore in other countries once we export meat it's highly regulated unlike the fish meat it's very less hazardous less complication in exporting or importing. Mm.
Yeah. But in
Non-food also brother non-food also we can do it. Let's say what will be and also personal care product in Malaysia because you produce so much no personal care. It can be soap, shampoo. You know,
yeah,
Filipino loves to use shampoo and soap and
the
lotion.
beauty I mean, yeah, for the beauty product or health product
Yeah,
also. Right now,
yeah,
I think the same of habit
yeah.
want to become beautiful for women.
Because it's the
Personal
daily
care,
use eh. They want to
yeah, there is,
everybody wants to take a bath, di ba? They need soap, shampoo, and
yeah,
after that they don't want to be dry, so they use lotion.
yeah,
Yeah,
lotion,
especially the women.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a quite a good opportunity also. So, okay, when
Yes.
we talk, yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to send this
Yeah.
product to Philippines. And the other way, of course, in the same time also we have to have a group gathering entrepreneur to find what is the local produce. I mean, for the others, maybe in 1 or 2 years, we in Philippines we're still using the imported product. Then after that, to
Yeah.
develop this entrepreneur to become I mean, a local produce. I mean, a raw material for halal. This is
Yes.
important. That's what I think it's similar also in Sabah. We want also to focus on this IKS is a small factory produce the many kind of product in Sabah. I start this with this NGO. We call it's MEDC right now. I focus
Mm.
on Sabah Halal project, and then we want to produce in local Sabah. Is our product like example sugar, salt, and then oil. Of course, we have palm oil here. I mean, there's many of this product in especially for oil because Sabah is one of the biggest palm plantation. Palm plantation
Wow.
in
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Malaysia
Yeah. Yeah.
is
Oh,
produce
really?
the oil.
It's in Sabah. You have lots of
We
palm
have
tree there, ano?
yeah, yeah, we have a bigger factory in here to produce this palm oil,
Mm.
export to many countries. It's near to my house also. The port. It's a direct.
Actually, brother,
They are
we can start,
yeah.
brother, because you're in Sabah, we can
Mm,
start to Palawan. Palawan is a number one top tourist destination. And in Palawan, when
yeah,
I went there and talked to the local government, including the governor,
mm,
our problem there is
yeah,
we don't have any raw materials, we don't have meat, we don't have
yeah,
slaughterhouse. And
yeah,
that's why they don't have any Muslim tourists in Palawan. And if we can do
mm,
it from Sabah, Sabah is near to Palawan eh.
yeah,
Actually, you can enter Palawan eh, on the lower side of Palawan, di ba? So we can do it, but
yeah,
by the sea, di ba? By the sea, not by
yeah,
air. So we can export. Actually, many product in Palawan near Sabah are they're selling imported product from Palawan in other areas in Palawan
oh, mm.
from Malaysia. But
Yes, I
in the
think
city,
yeah, mm,
Princesa, they don't they still don't have any halal products, yeah,
yeah.
from
I think
Malaysia.
I already study about this when you said in the last episode about talking about Palawan. When you said
Yes,
well, of course, it's quite near from Sabah. It's near to our
yes,
one area we call Kudat. We have a certain area in the north, Kudat, and then Kudat is a very close to the Palawan, and by
yes,
boat
yes,
we can supply the material from that. They
yes,
have a
yes,
port. I already study, and I have a one partner. Actually, I want to invite him to join this Usapang Halal last week, but they have been
yes.
quite busy.
Okay.
Hopefully, he will join us next week.
Oh,
Hopefully, I
yeah,
will find
right.
to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still follow and continue our mission to supply each
Uh,
other. Then I think
yes.
it's a good start because him is my partner. I have already attached with her. They have a company and also they can supply to Palawan. They're able to supply to
Wow.
Palawan. Yes.
Good. Good.
So
And
I
also,
need
brother,
from you.
some of the mayors in Palawan, I think we have three mayors that is a Muslim in
Premium.
Palawan.
Okay.
So mayor meaning
Yeah,
head of
the
the city.
governor. Yes, head of the
Ah,
city.
no, no. Governor is the overall leader, and there is a
Uh-huh.
city mayor. They call it city mayor. Mayor per city. Yeah. Hello, brother. You're frozen. Yeah, the frozen sea brother from Sabah, Malaysia. We're having an internet problem, but yeah, we're talking about how we can supply Palawan because Sabah, Malaysia is very near to Palawan. Hello, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Continue.
Okay. Continue. Yeah. I think this. I already talked to him, and then if seriously, when you said like ingredient, I mean to supply the raw material to this Palawan, I'm quite happy if we can help this project. And then yes, I already go to the finalize the product. Then when we say about coffee instant, energy drink juice, I think I have this product. But in terms of we have to discuss in the other meeting from this because
Yes, yes.
to settle the many issue on in terms of price and the volume and also the route
Yes, yes, yes.
to go there. There's a many. In
Yeah.
terms of license, everything we have. I mean to export to the
Yes.
Philippines. We already have. I
Yeah.
actually yes in the law. So actually I have to go to the our matrix. We call it a Malaysia trade in Sabah to identify the regulation to supply to Philippines. Then I'm quite surprised also now the top management in the matrix also at the same time they have also focused to export the product from Sabah to
Mm.
outside. And one of the famous is a Philippines. So I think it's a
Mm,
quite
yes.
they are collaborating with a DTI. I think they have
Oh.
many. So that I have to I mean to get. I think next week I will go to KK Kota Kinabalu because
Wow.
yes, it's a many pending item that I have done because this
And
lockdown.
also, I saw you, brother.
Yeah.
There's a caption about Islamic banking. Maybe we can
Mm-hmm.
also invite somebody that is very famous or very
Yeah.
knowledgeable in Islamic banking in a simple way of explaining it.
Uh, yeah.
Islamic banking and finance in Malaysia is very active,
Very active,
very
and then
active.
but yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
many bank even this uh, not Malaysian bank, but it's I think almost they are using this Islamic banking.
Maybank. I think Malaysia is Maybank, Maybank.
Maybank, CIMB,
Mm.
RHB, we have a lot of
Uh,
Islamic. Even
yeah.
you know OCBC is a Hong Kong OCBC
Ah,
bank. They also
is
now
it true that is it true, brother, that what I understand, Islamic banking is also
mm,
applicable
mm,
uh, not only for Muslim but also for Christian.
yes, it's
Yeah, good, good.
follow the regulation. Yeah.
No, okay,
Then
good, good.
we call yeah. I think
Oh,
it's a similar what for everywhere. But I think they have an expert because I am more to the food. But in Islamic bank, it's not in my area. But I know that in Malaysia, they already implement this. I think most of the year, and
Yeah.
many not only local but others international bank also when they open up their bank in branch in Malaysia, they also follow this Islamic bank requirement to become as a Islamic bank. Like I will say OCBC. OCBC I also have joined in the Islamic bank for
Yeah.
the uh, our ni, personal banking. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think when we talk about this raw material, when I think this a very important thing that we have to tackle when we talk about halal. Then Alhamdulillah, we have many chances to do collaboration together. I think
Yes.
for me in Sabah, I'm quite happy, and also in the line of to produce to Philippines and collaborate each other. Of course, we have strongly, I can say that to uh, in our business, of course, we don't want to say that we join together in the short term. We want to focus in the long term. That's why I can say that I also have to prepare everything. Prepare mean in of course in my company, in my community, and also it's a group to supply and then to make teamwork, which our this program is to between our Malaysia and also Philippines. So
Yes.
sometimes I'm very worried because this is quite it's not it's a company to company, it's not individual by individual, it's a by country to country. Then we have using as a right channel, and then at the same time, of course, we slowly have a good business in other way in halal business, and we can
Yes.
support each other. We can also guide each other, and hopefully we are very important to who are want to join this halal industry after this. Of course, we as one of the channel, Usapang Halal to find product, to find anything. It's like a consultation, something like that. Okay, so.
Okay. Good.
mm,
Very good. Very
so
good. That's good.
yeah,
Exciting
yeah,
to hear that, brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also excited to go to Philippines also. I
Ah,
want to see
yes.
because right now when I don't go to there, of course, I have many. I think many words can say, but I have to see and look what is of course actual in your
Yes.
country. That's why I cannot.
Especially Palawan, brother. Especially Palawan.
Palawan,
Be- Because
Palawan.
that's the easy way, very near
Mm,
to your place. And
mm-hmm.
that's a virgin market because there's no supplier of halal product there.
Oh,
Romat
okay.
up to the finished product. We can
Mm,
uh, start that as a halal hub in the Philippines, supplied by Malaysia because
right.
Palawan is very far from the main metropolis,
Yeah, yeah,
Manila.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but for Sabah, Malaysia, it's very near, and
Very
also
near.
it's a very big opportunity for the tourism for the
Mm,
Philippines because once we have a raw mat coming from Malaysia, there's no question about the credibility of the supply material because we can
yeah.
always tell them about for it because
Mm,
that is a Malaysian Jakim certified product.
yeah.
So the
Of
tourists,
course.
especially the foreign tourists, will not
Mm,
question the credibility of the halal compliance restaurant, hotel, because
yeah.
the raw mat, they will see it that it came from Jakim certifying
Okay.
body.
Yeah.
Good. We have no time now, brother. Next week again.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
Yes.
close the show. What we
Yes.
can expect next week?
Yeah. Well, I think today when we talk about, of course, we have the raw material issue, of course, in terms of halal certification. But I think these are the way that we can help each other, and
Mhm.
hopefully, Malaysia. I mean, in Sabah also mostly for the to open up the border. Even now I'm living in Sandakan, and to go to Kota Kinabalu, I have many border to go. Border, I mean we cannot go out without any permission. So there's a issue also. Even is to supply also, I think quite difficult. Okay, so hopefully next week we try to focus on the delivery issue. I mean the halal
Yes.
again logistic. What is the requirement for the halal product? Of course, in Malaysia we have one of the, not only Jakim, we have a Majis, one Majis. So I think I can talk some about this. So thank you very much, and see you next week. Thank you very much.
Surprise.
Yeah.
See you again. Bye-bye.